Hi guys, welcome to sixth and final part of our image slider series. We are almost finished with the functionalities we want to implement on our slider. It only left to put some touch event listeners and to be able to swipe with our fingers on a mobile phone. So let's see how can we implement that. Okay, have in mind these will only be possible on mobile phones, so that's why I put inspect on my screen, and this is where we will check what's going on with when touching your phones. This will not have effect on desktop. Alrighty, so let's jump back to our code and see how can we implement that. Below the screen resize handling, I will put another comment and it will be moving slides with finger swipe. All right, and let me see. I want to have these touch event listeners on the. I don't want them on each and every image, but in fact I want them on their parents on the slides container. Let me check. Do I have? No, I do not have my slides container from the DOM. So quickly I will make a constant slides container, which will be a document query selector. We only have one container and it has a class of, let me check. Yeah, slice dash container. Okay, now we selected our container. Let's put event listeners on this container. Okay, let's go down here and I will say slides container, add event listener. And there are three basic, in fact there are more, but three fundamental events we can listen on the touch. We will say first touch start, and also I will listen for the touch move and for the touch end. And to show you, I will console log something. First I will console on the start I will console log the string saying start. I want to hear so on the touch start I want to say start, on the move I want move, and on the touch end I want to log end. That's right. Okay, so let's jump now to our screen and see what's going on with this event. Okay, here is my cursor, and right now I'm gonna click, so this will simulate a touch. Okay, now you can see start is being logged. Now I will move my finger. Okay, and now I will remove it. So I have one start and I have 163 times logging move, and then when I released my touch I have end logging to the console. Okay, now as you can see, with moving your finger each time you this is like treated like a new event. So I will remove that, and in fact I will focus on touch start and touch end. Alrighty. Now let's pass in both cases event object, and let's now console log that event to see what's going on. So console log E, and here again console log E. Now let's save this and see what's going on. Again, I will make a touch here and I will move my finger and release. Okay, now I have my two events, touch events logged. Let's check them out. All right, in my first event, this is for the start, touch start listener. As you can see, I have a bunch of properties, but the one I'm interested is these touches. Okay, this is it has a length of 1 and here, as you can see, I have a bunch of properties. The one I'm interested is client X or page X. This is the exact coordinate horizontal when we clicked. In fact, when we touched, where we touched our screen. Okay, and as you can see, this is a our touches is a prototype of touch list, which we can treat like an array, and this touch has a bunch of properties. We can treat that like an object. Okay, and in my second event on the touch end, I'm interested in this. Now this touches is empty, but I'm interested now in the changed touches, which is which will give me again my client X. As you can see now, my client X is 285 and it was 92. So first first coordinate where I touched my screen was 92, and I left removed my touch at 285. So we will use these values to see where my screen is touched. Okay, so I will here console log e dot touches, and here e dot changed touches. Now, okay, let's save now and see what's going on now. Again, I'm touching my screen and removing. So this is now what we will use. This is much cleaner now what's going on. Now, as you can see, like I told you, this can touch list prototype we can treat like an array, and it has only one element, only one touch inside. So it has a length of 1, both of those. And why is that? Because we only touched our screen with one finger. In fact, I'm using this with the mouse on my computer because I cannot simulate it on the real device here. When you deal with a real mobile device, you can touch your screen with more than one fingers, and this is where this touch list will have the bigger length. So this is how you will check if you want to handle some events when the two fingers touch your phone. You will check if the length is greater than 1, and that's how you will handle these types of events. But for our purpose here, we can use only this. Okay, let's jump back to our code and see how can we utilize this. Okay, so for that I will go up where my variables are, and I will create 2 more variables. First will be called start, and the second we will call end. Okay, we're not gonna put some value, we're just gonna initialize those 2 global variables because I want to have access globally. Okay, so here instead of logging this, I will put the value of my start variable will be like I did here, e.touches, and let me show you. So we need to access the 0 index of my touches. So because we have only one touch, I want a 0 index and I want to access client X. That's right. And this first listener will not do anything else. It will only put the value inside my start variable. Okay, all of my logic will be happening when we release our touch in my touch end event. Here I will put the value of my end variable. So I will copy this e.change touches. Again, I want to access the 0 index, and again I want to get not class list but client X property. Okay, and remove this console log. And just like this, now I have the values when my touch started and where exactly my touch finished on the screen. So I can define another variable that will be called difference, for example, and this variable will be end minus start. And let's console log this to see what we are getting with this difference variable. Forgot my semicolons. Let's save this and check it out now. Okay, let's test this. I'm starting, I touched the screen. Now I will move my finger and release. Okay, now my difference is 62. Let's make a bigger touch, almost all the way through my screen. Now it's almost 300. Let's make a smaller touch. Now it's 34. Now I can use these numbers to decide. We need to decide on how big should be our swipe with our finger in order to change our slide. And you can experiment with that. Of course, I think 50 is a decent number, because if my user only touched, for example, it's 15, he or she didn't want to change the slide, she or he just touched the screen. So we should take that into account. Okay, so here instead of console logging the difference, I will do an if check. I will check if my difference is greater than 50. I will be calling again the next slide function, and I will check else. If my difference is less than, because let me show you, when I go backwards, I have negative value. So I will check if my difference is less than minus 50, I will be calling previous slide function. Okay, with this, we should have our functionality finished for our touch screen swipe with my finger. Okay, let's test it. Okay, and now I will try to touch my screen and to change to the next slide. Okay, it's working. Something is... No, I'm going backwards. In fact, I should reverse this. I should have my previous slide here and my next slide here, because when I'm starting from here to the left, I want to have a next slide, like I'm doing right now. Okay, and if I go this way, I have my previous slide. Alrighty, so now everything is working when I go swipe in this direction, I'm getting the next slide. When I go backwards, I'm getting the previous slide. Alrighty, and with that, and of course this won't work, as you can see, I'm trying to drag my images. It won't work on the desktop, only on the mobile devices. But with that, guys, we finished our image slider series. Yay! Awesome, great job. So I hope this was useful. We covered a lot of functionalities here. We enabled changing slides one click on the button, on the indicators, on with our keyboards, and with our swipe on mobile phones, and we also handle resizing on the window. And with that, I want to thank you for watching all of these videos. If you get some value out of these videos, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. As always, I wish you a great day. Maybe if some of you want to have this also with React, let me know. So I maybe decide to make all of this with React as well. But anyway, thank you and lots of love and bye bye.